Well, ladies and gents, here we are yet again in the backyard pond. Plan for today is just try and catch as many fish as I can. For the most part, in the beginning, I'm probably going to be just targeting pickerel, trying to catch them on this jerkbait. It's usually what I do best with this time of year. But around this time last year, I found this little back corner where there were a ton of bass sitting. So I'm going to give it probably 2 to 3 hours, let the day warm up a little bit more, and then I'm gonna go head back into that little backwater I found. Gonna see if they're there again this year, and there were some tanks back there, so I'm gonna see if I can catch them. But the Shimano Metanium was out of commission for a while over the winter. I broke it while pike fishing. Well, I wouldn't say I broke it, just say it broke during pike fishing excursions. But I had to order a new pin gear and a new drive gear, and this thing is running like butter. So I want to catch a fish on it, see how it feels. Oh, is that a fish? That is not a fish. Dang. That one got me good. That one got me very good. Oh, that was a fish, I think. God, that was vicious. Why is there a crappie right there? Why is there a crappie right there? What? That was the strangest thing I've ever seen. What? Dude, there aren't even supposed to be crappie in this pond. There's a nice frickin' scar on his head from what I'm assuming is a pickerel. What the hell just happened? Got abducted. Well, that right there is a solid black crappie. I've seen a couple of them in this pond, but they're not really supposed to be in here. Don't mind it too much though. They're fun. Had to lock in when that fish came up. I was like whispering. Well, that was very unexpected. I've probably caught less than 5 crappie in this pond in my life, and I've lived here 13, 15, somewhere between 13 and 15 years, I don't know. So that's just very strange. That's a fish. Oh, he came off. I need a tighter drag. My advice to you, if you're fishing early spring and you're just looking to catch fish, target either pickerel or pike. Or if you want to catch panfish are pretty good. Bass are still going to be pretty sluggish. They're possible to catch. There's some days where their bite will just be on fire. For the majority of the time, they are not very happy in colder water. This water, I'm assuming, is probably somewhere in the mid to low 40s. Definitely not ideal for bass, but pickerel don't mind cold water. They don't prefer it, but they're more active than bass are. Same thing with pike. You do still need to slow down your presentation, maybe downsize it a bit, but I've had far better days just fishing for pickerel this time of year than targeting bass. Same thing with like crappie too, if you like to catch panfish. Their metabolism stays pretty high during the colder months. Oh, that's a pickerel. Oh, he wasn't even moving. Dude, what are you doing? All right. This is the reason why people don't like to target pickerel. Number one, they do that when they have treble hooks in their face. It's not a very good recipe for you. Number two, you touch them and all of a sudden you're just glazed in slime. Not super enjoyable. However, if you do want to catch fish and you don't care what it is, this is the perfect target for early spring. As long as you don't wiggle around, we will have a good time together. There we go. Small guy, little slime dart. Oh, is that another one? Yes, it is. Dude, we might be having a decent day today. Another young jit, another young slimy fella. Oh, there's another one. Dude, they're all tiny. I mean, look at that. I need to catch whatever fish try to eat him. See you later, pal. They're being weird right now, just like following it right to my kayak. So I'm gonna work it super, super slow. Oh, it's a crappie. Oh my God, I got another crappie. Dude, this is crazy. Crappie are getting active today. Another little black crappie. The old sunfish bass hybrid. Well, this is turning out to be a productive and strange day. 2 crappie already, and I've definitely caught less than 10 in my entire life here, so that's pretty strange. If I could get one flat, calm day, that is like 60 degrees, I would be so happy. That's a fish. Come here, buddy. No big pickerel yet. They're all pretty small. Come here, sweetie. Only one hook in him. Let's have him hit the boat. Boing. He counts. Now wiggle yourself off, please. All right. I was thinking of replacing these treble hooks with just like, get out of here. There you go. I was thinking of replacing these treble hooks with just single hooks, because when you're targeting pickerel with 2 or 3 sets of treble hooks, that is not a good recipe for your well-being. It also makes it a pain in the butt to get off your hook. So I think that might be an investment soon. I'm gonna buy like 3 or 4 dedicated pickerel jerk baits and just make them single hooks. Is that a fish? Oh, decent one. Is that a bass? I think it's a pickerel. Yeah, it is a pickerel. It's not that good. I lied. Get up here. Dude, like all of these pickerel have like markings on them, like they're fighting with each other. Or I think there's an osprey that lives on this pond. Maybe that thing's trying to get himself a meal. Guess what? Another slime dart. I mean, look at that. That doesn't really look like a bite mark. It looks more like a bird tried to grab it. Oh, that's a fish. Oh my God, that's a nice one. Actually, it's not that nice of a fish. Well, it's definitely the biggest of the day, but it's not really a huge one. Certainly the biggest of the day, but it's not really that big. Probably 20 inches. I don't think it's 2 feet yet. Oh, I forgot to hit the fish clicker. That's number 8, baby. Ooh, that's another fish. Come here, buddy. Is that a bass? Oh, it is a bass. Let's go, baby. Starting to think maybe we wouldn't find ourselves one of these today. Oh, hooks everywhere. Even worse than the pickerel. Well, there is my first bass of open water season. Not the biggest, but I do like a largie. We got a wide variety of species today, that's for sure. This pond is just like the best for this time of year. It's got everything in it. It's a pretty shallow pond, so they're kind of just everywhere regardless. I hate weeds, but it's great for the fish. Plenty of room for them to just sit and hide. It does suck when you're throwing a jerkbait and you're hooking them every so often, but I'll take that trade-off. I'm gonna retie because I'm a bit frayed here, but it's a little strange this time of year. Usually the north side of any pond will warm up faster than anything else just because the sun is at its warmest when it's hitting the north side, and it's hitting that side for the longest. And I'm not even at the north side yet, so I'm curious to see if they're really keyed in on that warmer water. For the most part, the name of the game during March and April is finding the warmest water you can. But I'm doing pretty good pretty much everywhere, so I'm not gonna rush straight there. I'm gonna try something very strange right now. Dude, the amount of little freaking gnats, it's insane. I'm about to put you guys on to something tremendous. This is probably the stupidest looking but best topwater lure. I know it is currently late in March, and that is not typically the time you're throwing topwater. However, I'm not sure if I've done it this early, but I've certainly thrown topwater very early in the year in this pond, and it has worked wonders. Why am I stuck on this stupid ass weed? Oh, come on, come on. Come on. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, he's right there, dude. No, he had it. He had it. No, come on. There we go. Oh, that was the most like anticlimactic topwater eat I've ever seen. There it is, baby. The weird looking frog strikes again. You have no idea how many fish I've caught on this dumb little lure. If I was to see somebody like just throwing this around without knowing the absolute bliss it can produce, I would just call them a bot. Like, get out of here. But now I see somebody throwing this thing, and I'm like, all right, guy, you got some elite ball knowledge. I'll give it to you. Slime dart again. This one's a little beat up. That's okay. We'll send him like a missile. Skedaddle, buddy. I'm no gatekeeper, so I'm pretty sure this is called the Rebel Frog or something. It's kind of meant to be like a miniature spook. Personally, I think one of the best times of year to throw this kind of bait is around this time on like a sunny day when all the fish are sitting either really shallow or very high up trying to warm up. You throw this thing right above their nose. Not a lot of fish are going to turn that down. I don't care if you went to Walmart and the employee there said, you're a nut job for throwing topwater this time of year. Don't care what they say. I pave my own path. I prefer throwing this bait when it's like flat calm. I think it could work right now, but it's not exactly what I prefer. Also thinking of throwing on a chatterbait because it's a bit too weedy for a jerkbait over here. And now that conditions are switching, I don't know if I'm gonna keep throwing this topwater. In a couple of weeks, if I have a nice like 60+ degree day and it's pretty calm, I will come out here with this frog and show you guys the freaking damage it does. There's been days where I just like sat on my dock for an hour before even launching my boat, and I'll just like fan cast 6 times over. I'll catch like 10 fish just from my dock with this thing. It's not okay. All right, wind's whacking me. It's time for the freaking chatterbait. If this place had like 50% less weeds, it would be the most insane fishing spot. But it's like give and take with this time of year because you need to get down somewhat deep, but in half the pond there is just a jungle of weeds. So if you throw any type of crankbait or jerkbait or anything that's meant to dive, you're just cooked. You're having lettuce for dinner. Swim jig might work well here. It's kind of why I'm throwing the chatterbait. I've done well with chatterbaits early spring, and for the most part they can get through weeds decently. Oh, that's it. Oh, that is a fish. Come here, buddy. He grabbed it and swam right at me. I didn't know what to do. I didn't even know if I still had him. It's about the same size as the other bigger one I got. Long, skinny goober. Right there. Oh my God, I just got throttled. Don't know how he didn't get hooked. Oh! What the hell just happened? Oh! Dude, that pickerel just swallowed this thing whole. He bit my tail off. Are you kidding me? Is that a fish? Oh, it is. Come here, buddy. This feels decent. Nah, he's all right. Nothing crazy. I much prefer catching them on this chatterbait because there's just one big hook, and that's it. It's the season of slime darts, baby. See you later. That one just kind of felt like I reeled into some weeds, and then all of a sudden it started swimming. What is that? Is that a dead fish? What the hell is that? A bass? Oh, that's a huge pickerel, I think. Oh, please don't make my hook get stuck in this thing. Oh, thank God. Oh, that is putrid. Get me the hell out of here. Number 11. Oh, that's a fish. Come here, buddy. I felt that thump a mile away. Oh, he's pretty decent. I don't think I'm gonna lift this one up by a line. I just want to take some pictures. Ah, look at that guy. That's gonna be the new biggest of the day. Might measure him real quick. I think I need a 25 incher for a pin. I don't think this is anywhere near that, but it's approaching it. Yeah, he's like 19 or 20. Need 5 more inches on him. Dude, these things are like little snakes, like just wiggling out. Come on. Little dart. He looks a little messed up, but we are fishing in mercury-ridden pond right now, so. Well, it's 1:30. I can't fully remember when I got out here. I feel like it's been 2.5 hours, maybe? Sounds about right. It's not even the warmest time of day yet, but the sun started to come out. Definitely feels nice. And I feel like the fish are reacting pretty well. I haven't really seen anything up shallow, like sunfish or anything. I feel like it might be a bit too early for that, so I'm gonna focus a little more on the offshore weed patches and whatnot that I can find. I'd like to see a nice large bass come out of here, but like I said, I've always had more luck fishing for pickerel this time of year. I do want to do some night fishing, like topwater, big swim baits, that type of thing. I'm going to be dumping a lot of money into my fishing equipment and camera gear, I think, over this next like 6 months. I have a plan to put this camera in a whole rig that has a nice like spotlight attached to it so I can film at night. I'm planning on buying a lot of shark gear, which will make some super sick content, and hopefully my investment into shark gear will pay for itself, because that is not cheap. It's been on the bucket list for a while though. I definitely want to try and get a shark this summer. I've always talked about it, but the monetary barrier to entry was always just a little too high for me. And usually when I get gear for something like hunting, fishing, whatnot, I always want to get not like the top of the line, but I want to make sure it's a very good option. And right now I'm looking at 2 setups. One of them I'm pretty sure is the Daiwa Saltiga. It's a 20,000 size, and that one is going to go on, I think it's called the St. Croix Siege. It's like a surf casting rod. And the other setup, I forget exactly what the name of the reel is, but it's a Shimano. It's a 25,000 size, and that one's gonna go on a Penn Carnage 3, I believe it's called. That's not a fish. And then I haven't really looked into terminal tackle and that type of thing yet, but I'm assuming that is not extremely cheap either. But I'm hoping I can get all of that stuff ordered before June, hopefully. Then I can go on the hunt for some brown sharks. Got a couple buddies that want to join me in my adventure, so I think that'll be a pretty fun thing to film this upcoming summer. But for now, I'll stick to the 1.5 foot long sharks that are in my backyard. I want to go do some trout fishing soon too. I think they're starting to stock in Massachusetts. Oh, that was almost not good for my camera. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Oh, that's a fish. Come here, buddy. Oh, is he huge or is he just digging in weeds. Oh, no. That was a nice bass. No. That was a decent one. I thought I got whacked. I think I might have, like, before he got on. Oh, that's a fish. Oh my God. Oh my God. Dude, that was another bass. It was a tank. Ah, come on. That's two that just came off in a row. Oh, that's a fish. Oh, it's a pretty big fish. What is it? It's a pickerel. Come here, sweetie. Oh, he came off. That's fine. I don't mind the pickerel coming off right at the boat. Oh, oh, did you guys see that? Oh, I got him. Oh, it's tiny. This is probably like the most boat side heats I've had in one day. They're all just following it right up. Another chain pick. What a shocker. Well, I think that's going to be a pretty good place to end the video. We certainly got into some numbers. Not quite the size I wanted, but that is quite all right. Might try a new little trout catching cook next. I tried to get some trout the other day, but ended up with a big fat skunk. Once they stock the ponds around me, though, I think there'll be some pretty good trout fishing coming up. Anyways, appreciate you guys watching today. Hope you had as much fun as I did. Yeah, very excited for the upcoming rest of spring and summer. But if you're new here, make sure to subscribe, keep up with all that. And if any of you liked today's video, make sure to leave me a like. Helps me out a ton. Again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.